Live here in Mount Sterling at Dorothy's Market, and we're here with a very special person, Dorothy's daughter. This is Jean Buckley. She is the daughter of Robert and Dorothy. And so if you guys don't know who those people are, they founded Dot Foods way back in the day. And so now we're here in present day, and we're talking about some cool expansions that Dot Food is doing. And this is Dorothy's Market. And if people aren't familiar with Dorothy's Market, can you give us a little background about it?
Sure. Dorothy's Market is really just a remake of our original country store, which started in 1988. And you know, it's a remake with the name. It was the country store, now it's Dorothy's Market. It's a remake with the location. We used to be located on the west end of town, and now we're on Main Street, part of the whole revitalization effort of Uptown Mount Sterling, which is fabulous. And then we have a fabulous new store, so it's a remake of, but it's still the original concept. It's still quality products at discounted prices. So.
And so, being a family member and obviously Dorothy's daughter, what does this mean for your family?
Oh my gosh, it's such a it's such a great testimonial to who Mom is, because really who Mom is really all about the culture of Dot Foods. She brings everything to that. You know, Mom is a wife. She's mom. She's a grandmother to 47 grandkids, a great grandmother to 6, and she has so many great values, which is everything that we try to live and breathe and do at Dot Foods. So it's just it's really just a wonderful tribute to Mom. It means a lot to our family. Yeah,
I was going to say, this is great. Not only is it named after your mom, but it really encompasses really what your family is about, and that's providing a great thing for the people of Mount Sterling and the people in the community, it sounds like.
Right. It is. Yeah, Mom. Most people know Mom in the community, and she's really quite a legend. So it's really a wonderful tribute. We had a naming contest for the store because we didn't have a name in mind. We knew we wanted to change it from the country store but to something else. And so it was an employee contest, and so the employees actually came up with the name. And so that in itself just really says a lot about Mom.
Well, that's great. In a little bit, we'll be taking a tour of Dorothy's Market and giving you an inside look, if you don't have one already, of Dorothy's Market and what it encompasses.
All right, so stay tuned for that all morning long.
That's right, I'm ready for shopping already. What's going on out there this morning, Megan?
That's right, we're getting a special inside look of Dorothy's Market here in Mount Sterling, and I have a very special person with me, the store manager himself, Dan Cox, and he's going to give us a little insight about Dorothy's Market. And so, Dan, can you tell us a little bit about what Dorothy's Market has to offer?
We have anywhere from a variety of frozen to refrigerated, dry goods, and even glassware and some health and beauty products that are sent to us daily, all at a discounted price, which you'll find versus retail or some of that way, but numerous of items, always changing variety.
Very good. And so I know you guys had kind of a soft opening and a grand opening as well. How is the public responding to Dorothy's Market?
Just outstanding. They've been very supportive. Local businesses, everyone's been very supportive, coming in groves. Our grand opening was this weekend, and I couldn't even imagine how many people we had show up today, or the whole weekend here.
I know you were saying that at some point people were just waiting for carts because you had a lot of visitors and not enough carts, it seems like.
Yeah.
It's a good problem to have
That's a good
anyway,
problem to have, yes. We had about twice as many carts as we used to have, and we still ran short.
Well, when we come back, we're going to be talking more about Dorothy's Market, some history behind it, the previous country store that used to the store by Dot Foods, and we're going to be talking about why Dorothy's Market seemed like a good idea to move forward with it. And when we return, you're getting an even more special look, because you're with me. Special look, I guess. Anyway, you're going to get a special look here at Dorothy's Market, a big tour of the store.
She accepts tips at the end of the tour too. Kind of new, kind of old. She's still on the same. Hey, Megan.
That's right, we're talking about Dorothy's Market, and we're taking a step back into the past and to also bring Dorothy's Market into the present. Excuse me. Can you give us a little background? Obviously, Dorothy's Market just opened. What was available that Dot Foods had done for, I guess, a country store? What was the past looking like?
Well, the past is when we were we had our store on the other side of town. It was off the beaten path a little bit. Probably about half the square footage of what we have now. It was just that Dot's grown enough that the offerings and products lines that we have now coming to us have grown so much that it was hard to see everything. So it was just a perfect timing to move us up to Main Street, where we're visible to numerous people. and also be able to show the different line items that we have to offer and so forth that way.
And so now, Dorothy's Market, what's the square footage here? I mean, how does this compare to the other store?
We had around, I think, 5,400 square foot at our old store, and I think we're like at 9,600 square feet here.
And so you have more room, wider aisles. Is that something that you see customers enjoying about the new store?
The wider aisles have been one of the highlights of a lot of the customers, not elbow to elbow trying to get up and down the aisles or waiting while somebody's shopping so you can get by. So that's been a huge success to the public too. So.
Well, and especially with your guys' grand opening, it sounds like with not enough carts and a lot of customers, a great problem for a new store to have. It sounds like those wide aisles are probably a big positive for you guys. So when we return, we're going to be talking more about Dorothy's Market and more behind the history and the family-oriented attitude that is very ever-present here in Dorothy's Market.
I just tweeted Megan out. I wonder if she can go grocery shopping. I check in with KHQA's own Megan Townley, who is out and about in Mount Sterling this morning. Let's check in with her now.
She's hanging out at Dorothy's Market this morning. Hey, Megan.
That's right, we're in downtown Mount Sterling talking about Dorothy's Market. We're here with Brad Henry from the Action Brown County Board. And what's interesting is Dorothy's Market is not a solo by itself, really. It's a part of a really interesting project. And so what project is that?
It's the Uptown Mount Sterling plan. What we're doing is we're trying to revitalize Uptown Mount Sterling, and Dorothy's Market is a huge part of that because one of the key things that you look for is foot traffic. And so having the store up here now really attracts a lot of people from the surrounding communities and everything. And so with that, that's going to attract more retail businesses to Uptown Mount Sterling.
And so what's the effort behind wanting to enhance the downtown? It's obviously a quaint, cute, small town. And, you know, like all small towns, they have a historic, feel to it. And so is that part of wanting to revitalize the main street?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we have a very historic district up here that has sat idle for a long time. And so we've added a TIF district. We're working on updating the courthouse, bringing in retail businesses, and just trying to make it, Mount Sterling is a very unique community as it is with Dot Foods and Time Will Tile and all those types of businesses, the prison. And so being able to have an uptown that really matches the economic kind of boom that's going on in our county is really cool.
Well, it's great that more main streets are getting that historic feeling, people paying attention to it. So it's definitely great to see that Dorothy's Market is a part of that. When we come back, we're going to be taking an even closer look at some special stuff here in Mount Sterling that you might not get to see anywhere else except on KHQA. So stay tuned because we definitely have some surprises in store and you won't want to miss them.
Hope it's my bananas. Back.
Really is.
Well, 6:18, time to check in with KHQA's own Megan Townley, who is live in Mount Sterling this morning.
Well, let's see what she's doing hanging out in Mount Sterling. Good morning, Megan.
Yeah, that's right. We are not currently in Dorothy's Market, but that's because we're next door to it. We're outside, and what is behind me is that surprise I was talking about earlier. And why don't you kind of talk about what we have, this special project that you guys have going for you? It's something very interesting, and I'm very excited about it.
Oh, it is, Megan. We're really, really excited about it as well. But this is the second commitment that Dot Foods has made to help with the revitalization effort of Mount Sterling Uptown. This is going to be a restaurant, and this is going to be a restaurant that opens this fall. So we're really, really excited about it. It's going to have offer a variety of food. It's going to be steaks, gourmet hamburgers, seafoods, pastas, beer, wine, coffees. It's really going to just be a great gathering place. And it really came out of, it's something that the town wants. In surveys that we've done, at the top of the list, people are like, we want something that's a bit more of an upscale dining place. So we're responding to the need and also helping with the revitalization effort.
Exactly, and it's all about making Main Street that really place to be, where everything's in walking distance. You've got the market and you've got the restaurant next door.
Absolutely, yeah. So you can shop and you can eat, or you can eat and you can shop. So, and hopefully it'll spur. There'll be a lot of other. We already have some great businesses on Main Street, and hopefully this will be a draw for more and more people to come and maybe think about locating a business on Main Street, so that it'll be really a great revitalized community.
Exactly. Well, it's one of my favorite things. I really love old buildings. It was built in 1891, just a fun fact for you. And when we come back, we're going to be taking another look inside Dorothy's Market and giving you some more background on what brought Dorothy's Market here into Mount Sterling.
Well, we're getting word that there's no fresh produce there, but they have some really...
Well, we are talking again about Dorothy's Market, and we have here with us, we have Jean, and she's going to be talking a little bit more about the history behind Dorothy's Market. And what's really interesting is Jean is a daughter of Dorothy, because Dorothy is a real person, and so we were just talking about that. Dorothy isn't just some name, she's actually your mom.
She's a real person.
Yeah, she is a real person.
Yeah, and a great lady.
I guess, what does Dorothy feel about this? You know, it's kind of an interesting thing to have not only, Dot Foods, but Dorothy's Market.
Right. Oh, Mom is so humbled by the whole thing that someone would actually want to name a store after her. So anyway, I think, she's quietly very proud about it, and our family is just, thrilled about it. It's, just such a great testimonial to the person that Mom is, and the community, I think, is thrilled about it too. So